Hey, Crypto Heads, it's the Goose with the Cryptic Paranormal Show. Back for another Thursday night. Just us. A
Yay.
cool paranormal hangout. Just the three of us. Which is always a good time, right, guys?
I
Nope.
love it. I mean, I obviously like
My
having guests
favorite.
on too, but
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my favorite.
yeah,
Sometimes it's just nice to kick back and just bullshit with each other. Like
right.
porch talk, like I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
What's up, Dennis? How are you, buddy? My buddy Dennis Tobe. He's a big supporter of the show. We love him to death.
Yeah. There
There's
he
John
is.
Ward. Bringing the food. Bringing the cold cuts. And the ice cold Pepsi.
Seriously,
But
what are like those deli cold cuts? They smash a turkey all together, like different turkeys together,
what?
or like like the ham. How do they do that shit?
I don't know. You mean like grind it all up and then smash it into
Is
one
that what they
thing?
do?
I don't think so. At least not the ham.
What
I don't know
about
about the turkey, though.
pimento loaf? What the fuck is that?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
See, I won't eat that shit. That's
No, I
disgusting.
got no excuse for that. Peggy.
Hey, Pezzy. Corey,
Oh.
what's up?
Hello.
Mama Bear. Saying hi to Peggy. We
Oh my
understand.
goodness. So many good people.
John Ward likes cold cuts. That's who likes them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cold cut him.
Oh,
I said that to him at one of the investigations. I was like, cold cut.
Hardcore, bro. Hardcore. Yeah,
Being
Scooby
shaggy.
and
Oh, they
Shaggy do
did.
that's not
They
fair.
did.
They eat everything.
They did. But yeah, but they always used to make those big sandwiches that were like
Mhm.
they have like the kitchen stool in it and shit. I don't know, like
Right.
The Dagwood sandwiches. Remember
the
those?
Dagwood sandwiches.
Your mom likes. Nice. That's awesome.
No, I don't know.
Me and my brother and sister like to make your mom jokes all the time to each other. It's fun,
I love your mom jokes.
right?
Who doesn't love a good your mom joke?
It was really hard when my kids were off of school, for COVID, and they were doing homeschooling. Like, I'm not like a hoity-toity mom. Like, I swear in front of my kids. They know they're not allowed to say it. They don't
Right.
swear, but we have a very laid-back relationship, and we're constantly making like your mom jokes or your face jokes. Like just we're home all the time, so that's what we did. And I told my husband, I'm like, man, when they go back to school and they're sitting there in a classroom and, the teacher's like, oh, something stinks. They'll be like, your mom stinks or your face stinks. I'm like, I got to stop doing this because they do very good your mom jokes.
Do they?
And
Oh, yeah?
that's a little scary when they're going back to school. So we tried to cut back on those.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
My youngest started doing That's What She Said, and I'm like,
Right?
no.
You know,
That's for
Did you
Daddy
watch
and
all
his
of The
buddy.
Office?
That's not for you.
Yeah.
Did you watch all of The Office? Because that's the only way you get the right to say that, anyways.
Oh yeah, they've watched almost every single episode of The
Oh,
Office.
well, damn, yeah.
So
then,
it's partially my fault, I guess, for letting that happen. But
Right. Because it's
I'm a
funny
cool
at first,
dad
and then you're like,
right,
Yeah.
There's
You're like,
reality,
damn it.
and then
then you're
there's
like,
show.
oh shit.
right.
It's funny on the shows, not so funny in reality.
Did you
I'm waiting for Lincoln to tell a teacher or somebody to chill out because I tell him to do it. So he's always like, chill out, man.
That would be freaking hilarious, dude.
Because I always
Right.
like, chill out, dude.
Sorry, I was getting a text message. It's not good having my phone
Very fun.
for the show. Oh gosh,
Oh
Good
god, it's so
times.
much fun.
good time. What are you doing, Goose? Did you show
I'm
Heisenberg
trying
what
to-
you bought?
Oh no, not yet. You don't want to watch them.
Right.
No, I'm not sure. I think they're on Facebook.
I
don't know.
bet I bet, Nancy, if you go to Wooliver's page, he probably shared the link for it.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah.
Oh, so yeah.
Nice.
I bought myself a late birthday gift.
There you
for a whole
go.
$18.
Right?
But
Did you get them
I
at
turned them
Menards?
on. Yeah, I ordered them online because it's like there's no store anywhere near us that has
Yeah.
them. I mean, it almost looks like, from what I could see online, you can only order them from the store online right now. So I got them. I ordered them freaking Monday, and I got them today. So
Yeah.
it was a pretty quick turnaround. They shipped out of Toledo. So hello, Sarah. But yeah,
so
I put
pro
these
tip,
on.
don't turn them on before you have them on your head. Or don't,
Okay.
and then make sure you turn them off before you take them off because they'll do feedback and it's very loud.
Oh, I did that already by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not pleasant at all.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
they're fantastic.
It came today. I mean, I was hearing my daughter talk to her friend on the phone like 2 floors up. I'm like,
yeah.
Ooh, I get the juicy stuff. Ain't
So
getting
many
nothing
good
by
uses.
me now. Why?
You might hear some stuff you don't want to hear, Ray.
Right?
I know, right?
I don't know what that is.
Can you expound on that? PQ.
Nice.
John.
Hey, Shelly. What's up, Mr. Norvell? What's up, George? Yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, topics, this is a free-for-all tonight. We like to do this like once a month. Have a few cool guests and then just shoot the shit with each other. Yeah, happy birthday,
happy
Shelly.
Birthday, Shelly. Paranormal Quest.
Oh. We should.
I don't know. Yeah, we had him on like last year at some time.
Yeah.
Let's get him back on.
For sure. Good idea, Sarah. Who else should we have on?
Yeah, give us ideas, please.
Give us some ideas.
We do. I will say we do have Mike Rickseeker coming on next week, so that'll be a good show. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He's got his own show on Facebook, but he's written like a ton of books. I mean, he's very deep into the research. I can't even like list all the things he's involved with. I know when we were at the Paris Psychon, he was there, and he did a lecture with Andrea Perrin, which I missed. I would have loved to see it live, but they taped it and they played it on Facebook, so it's there for you if you want to see it. But it's really cool.
Nice. And Kalani is supposed to be coming on. He was one of the guests at FCI Con.
Yeah, have we heard from him yet?
Yeah. So his manager type person and I are both very bad about answering messages. So, it takes a little longer.
John is full of jokes tonight.
John's got jokes.
Although that could be fun. The historian and someone who actually knows the history of Madison Seminary could be a good time.
Oh, yeah, we could learn a lot. We can learn so much. Yeah, Dan, Mike is awesome. Can I get Bigfoot? I would love to. The show would like explode. We would be so popular if we had the real Bigfoot just like appear on the show.
No, we wouldn't. He has no social media presence.
Sage, what's up, buddy?
He has like no followers.
Yeah, no followers. He'd share the show out to what? A Wendigo? I don't know.
I hope not.
A Winnebago? What?
Maybe you could come on, Shelly, and we'll do one of those things where they like blur out your face.
To be the witness protection.
Right.
Right.
Shelly's been on the show before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
Oh no, we're getting the Facebook user. I saw this happening. I was watching the guys from Bump of the Night Society, their show last night, and they kept getting Facebook user instead of like the person's name. So I don't know what's up with that.
Huh.
Facebook user, who are you?
Hello, Facebook user.
I'm glad you're using Facebook.
Oh, bummer. I mean, I'd be down for that.
We did one after the last Kent Paranormal weekend. They had a big. It was like a ghost hunt. Well, not really. We went to Towner's Woods and is it Ravenna or Kent? Is it Kent technically?
Right in between, like Brady Lake.
Yeah, it's like right in between, but it's a big, huge park. They have a burial mound, like a Native American burial mound there. So we did like a little blessing, not blessing, but we had an offering. Somebody did like a Native American traditional, like offering the tobacco.
I got in trouble for talking.
Yeah, because they were trying to run EVPs during the whole session. So yeah, I was probably pissing people off because I was breathing so heavy for like this walk was. I don't know how long it was. Like I thought we were just gonna walk like a couple.
It was a nice
half mile.
Lengthy,
yeah, but it was like hike. It was almost 2 to 3 miles, and it's that was a little rough for me.
Up and down and weird root stairs.
Yeah. The trail was not easy at all.
And then they just decided to jump into an EVP session. Like that's a good idea.
Well, it was all part of the plan because then we went around and we had Ed Weiland from Ohio Buckeye Bigfoot research team, and I guess they have a lot of cases out in that area. But like we're walking around, kind of doing like the Bigfoot watch thing, and they were showing us some like tree breaks and stuff that were interesting. We heard a weird animal call. Don't know what that was. It could have been a coyote or something for all we know. And then we got to this big open field in the middle. I think it was like, it's technically like a sled riding hill.
Yeah, I think so.
But like all the trees were like around you, but there was this big open area. And the sky was beautiful that night. But we had Tom Wertman from he's like the Ohio director of MUFON, which is UFO research. And he was like showing us how to like scan the sky with our eyes to look for what he would think is a UFO. We didn't see anything.
Flight Radar. I downloaded Flight Radar because of that.
Like he was telling us all the like Flight Radar apps to use. So like if we saw something in particular that was interesting that we couldn't explain, we could pull it up on Flight Radar and actually see it. Well, it was Flight 181, a Boeing 747, and it would like tell you the whole thing.
Cool.
I think some of them like would even tell you like what satellites were like over the area at the same time.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool stuff.
I got to get that back on my phone. I think I had it on my old phone. I don't know if I've ever transferred for it. I pay for it every month.
Oh.
Oh, Jen. Oh. Yeah, that was happening to her last night and me when I was trying to talk to the guys. That's weird.
I don't know when.
Have a good night, Dan.
Not a chainsaw.
Everybody loves the chainsaw, dude.
It's a recalled leaf blower.
Oh.
That if I would have sent back in the box they provided me, I'd have $75. But, I'm me. That didn't happen.
Hi, Gina. Nice.
Eddie Pence.
What's up, Eddie?
What's up? Oh, that'd be sweet.
Sarah, I would love to investigate in Wisconsin. Right now with the gas prices, it's hard.
Because there's a Potographs event coming up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're good friends with Tim Miley, and we'd love to be a part of that, but it's just too damn far. Like I was saying, it's hard enough to get around Ohio with the gas prices being what they are, so it's getting out of state, unless we're going to like somewhere close on the other side of the PA border where we live, it's kind of hard. I would love to, though.
Look, everybody misses Eddie.
Edward.
Your Conjuring 2 reference.
Well, it's Heisenberg and I don't watch scary movies, so I don't know what you thought we were going to
And
get
I've
from
seen
that.
it, but I didn't catch it. My bad.
All right. Bet.
Okay, cool. You're taking me
trip.
with you. It's not going to be one of those girly road trips. You're taking me in Heisenberg.
You guys ride in the back. I always ride up front with Shelly.
I
Got to
like
go
the
to the
back
land
better.
of cheese.
Them's the rules.
I like the back better. And
Sheboygan
talk shit about you then behind your back.
I'll wear my Lucid headphones so you can't.
No, you can't do that. That's not fair.
That's what Shelly said. She said, you guys better watch. You can't be talking shit about each other anymore. Oh, we just thought you were being creepy, John. I don't know. Sarah, where should we go in Wisconsin? That was Sarah's idea.
Yep.
I mean, I'm down, honestly.
You know what did come across my YouTube, and I think I've told you guys about this, is that it's a ghost story one. That plane that crashed in the Everglades.
What?
Did I ever tell you guys that? I told Ray that story. Okay.
Tell me again, because I don't remember.
Okay, so there was a plane. It was a jet in 1972, I believe. It's the Eastern Airlines, and it was a brand new jet. Everything was like state of the art, right?
Yeah.
Brand new. They're flying over the Everglades. They put their gears down, and the nose gear light doesn't work. So they put it in autopilot at 2,000 feet and start messing around with this nose gear light. When the nose gear was down, it was just the bulb was burned out, and they crashed into the Everglades.
Oh my gosh!
And a lot of people died. I think all the crew died, but so it didn't crash enough. They took the parts out of that old plane, like the autopilot and all that stuff, and put it on different planes. Like they harvested, like for all the stuff that worked.
Oh,
but
geez.
people were seeing ghosts of the crew on the planes that had the harvested, all the parts, and so much that they made complaints. Even though Eastern Airlines didn't believe them, they took all the parts out of the planes.
Wow!
And they always thought it was just they're watching over for their safety.
I mean,
that's crazy, and that's really scary that they do that
for a $5. I know, but crash because of a $5 light bulb.
Right.
My God.
That's crazy. Yeah, and I mean, if people are saying they're seeing things on all of these planes, like that's not a coincidence. They don't know. It's not like when you get on, they're like, "Welcome to Flight 181. We're using harvested parts from the plane that crashed in the Everglades." You know what I mean? So if people are just saying that they're seeing things and they don't know about the parts, then it's got to be true.
Yeah, like the crew just complained so much. And like I said, Eastern Airlines didn't believe them, but they did take the parts out of all the planes.
That's so crazy.
Good.
And that was the end of it.
That's so crazy. It came on your Facebook?
Airlines 401. Like 401, I think, yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
But Sarah came back and she said we need to check out the Sheboygan Asylum. So that sounds interesting.
Sheboygan.
I like asylums.
I'm like writing it down right now. Sorry.
I'm looking it up.
I am
because that's good radio.
Right? I seriously am.
Oh, hell yeah.
Down for adventures.
I'm thinking like around retirement is when I'll be able to get really into it. At this point,
but then you're too old to enjoy it. You just need to go.
It's like I got so much going on. It's really hard. I mean, and it's so stupid. I get so jealous seeing people like as happy as I am for them all going on their little adventures and showing all us all the pictures, and I get jealous. I'm like, I want to be there. That's not
Yeah,
fair.
but what's stopping you? You are stopping you.
That
I'm
is the
down.
Sheboygan Asylum.
Shelly,
awesome.
let's go.
I'm in.
That's a crazy big building. Can you imagine investigating that with only like 5 people?
That'd be awesome. This.
I don't talk that much.
You do. I love it.
Goose, there's
Yep.
good UFO action there too, in that area around Sheboygan.
Around the Michigan Triangle.
UFOs
There's a
coming
Michigan
in and out of
Triangle?
the.
Yeah. There's a Michigan Triangle. I think it goes by Mackinac, Wisconsin or something.
Mackinac?
I can't remember.
Oh.
Mackinac, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, there's a Michigan Triangle up there.
Like the Bermuda Triangle where people disappear?
Yeah, ships disappear, or like a lot of more shipwrecks, sightings of like UFOs and stuff.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I mean, I guess we got to stay for 2 nights.
I just read about that yesterday, I think.
Nice. Your wealth of knowledge, Heisenberg.
Sometimes.
About weird shit, but still.
That's what we talk about, though. I mean, that's
Right.
perfect for what we're doing.
I had to do something else. One of the channels I watch like is all the child killers, and like we listened to one last night, and I was like, I don't think I can listen to anymore. Yeah, there it is.
That's crazy.
Oh wow, yeah, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Well, east of it. So that I guess that's where you said that's where they have a lot of sightings.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of shipwrecks there.
Oh, okay.
Or is that might be like I'm trying to think, because this has been a while when I watched that National Geographic when they drained the Great Lakes. I think Lake Michigan was the one that had like these stones and stuff in it that were like.
Yes, and I love that show. That's an amazing show.
Was it Lake Michigan? I think it was, with the stones that were in the line.
Yeah, they did. I think they did all of the Great Lakes.
Yeah,
because they showed like the Niagara Falls area, what it would look like without water.
Yeah, I love
and,
that.
the bottom of it. That show is so cool.
I'm gonna try something. Sorry.
Yeah, it started in 1891 with a schooner named the Thomas Hume. That was the first reported shipwreck that they, I guess, never found.
It's crazy. Heisenberg just gives us a little
It's from like doing this research.
Go ahead and Google it and question me. You're gonna find out I'm right. Go, Amber.
Adventure.
Shelly's car seat 6. You did.
Yes, you did, and I appreciate that, man. That was amazing.
Yes.
Wish we could talk about it more.
Right?
I don't. I like it being our little.
Nah,
yeah, that's true. People come on the show all the time and talk about secrets. They can't. Oh, sorry, I can't.
Yeah,
can't say.
Yeah, true. Yeah, got something really cool in the works, but we can't talk about it. Thanks,
Shelly. I am 1,000% down for that. She said if I go, she's gonna take me to Alcatraz.
Oh man, that'd be so cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, Dennis, we did talk about the Alaska Triangle once before. That's pretty cool. There's triangles all over the place.
Right? Is there like 12 of them?
What's that?
Maybe more than 12. I don't know why 12 stuck in my head, like 12 triangles.
I don't know. I only knew about one, so.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. Alcatraz would be awesome. It's on my bigger bucket list.
I mean, maybe
I would just like to take a tour of it.
Maybe I'll win the Mega Millions.
Yeah, we're going in on that with a bunch of friends.
Do it.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
What When do they draw those? I never watched any of those.
I think it's
Tonight.
Saturday.
What?
Tonight?
Is it tonight?
No, it's
Oh,
Saturday,
wait, I
right?
thought it was tomorrow night.
One of them smart. I worked at a gas station for a long time. I should know this. You're right. One's Friday, one's Saturday. I don't know which one's which.
I narrowed it down.
By the end of the weekend, I will be a billionaire. That's all you need to know. Friday or Saturday. Then we could go on whatever adventures we want. Just buy buildings.
Oh shit!
That's what we do. We
Yeah.
start a monopoly of ghosts. We become evil CEOs. All
Yeah.
about the money.
Dude, I saw up for auction this huge historic mansion in Akron over by your area. Place was huge. It was beautiful.
That's I mean, if I won the lottery, I would just buy like a big ass Victorian house and restore it exactly the way it should be.
Yes,
Like, I
I
don't
would
care
do
how
that.
much it costs.
I would get me an older house and restore it.
Yeah. But not like remodel it. Restore it back to the
Well,
way it should
I'm
be.
going to tell you what. I am going to remodel a little bit. There's going to be some AC in that place.
That's
So-
true.
Yeah,
Facts.
right.
That's all I'll mess with.
Yeah. Maybe the kitchen, because as much as it's cool to have a wood stove, I don't really want to cook it. Okay.
Well, I better go buy some tickets then.
Right?
Yeah,
I
when
buy
it gets
two.
to be, I mean, I don't play normally, but when it gets to be that high, you got to at least drop a couple
Right.
bucks.
Right. I buy two because it only takes one to win, so I buy the second one just in
Yeah.
case.
I'd start my own local radio station. Be all kinds of stuff. It'd be sweet.
That'd be sweet.
I'd buy a classic car and a house in Port Clinton, and I'd be good.
Tony, you been there?
Of course, he's been there.
Right.
Yeah, we know the one.
I want to know which bathroom Corey's talking about, though. Like, there's two that I could think of. There's the one in the Civil War side basement,
Oh, that one's bad.
and the one was it on the second floor? Of
The murder
cottage side?
bathroom? Suicide bathroom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because that one makes me like physically.
Bathrooms
ill
are
when I walk
fucking
in.
weird, man.
We've heard
When we go to
growling coming
Fairfield,
from
that's
that
one of the best
No.
places to investigate.
No! The most useless restaurant in the world. Yes, I said it.
Oh,
I said it. Jimmy John's is not going to be our sponsor anytime soon.
Jimmy John's, if you're listening and you want to sponsor this show, I'm all for it.
They're going to get rid of me.
same. 2 out of 3.
And Ghost Energy, if you're
Yeah.
listening.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta agree, Shelley. That Civil War side basement. We've always heard weird things coming out of there.
Yeah, Kendall got something.
I've
when she
never
was
been in there.
Yeah.
I've never even
For the
stepped
longest
one
time, you
foot in
couldn't
there.
go in there.
Yeah, you couldn't for a while.
Yeah.
Before Adam owned it, you couldn't go in there.
It was just full of stuff.
Oh yeah, you couldn't go
It's
in the
full of
whole
stuff, but
basement,
the door was
huh?
open, and you could.
Barely.
Yeah.
You can go a little bit in the basement, but not a lot. And not
No.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it flooded or anything, he would just shut the door and let it dry instead of like cleaning it up.
And there was carpet
know.
down there, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was gross.
Gross.
There's all kinds of mold down there. We didn't care if it was open. We went.
Disgusting.
Yeah. That's
Pay
where
for it
Maddie used
later.
to be.
Yeah.
Maddie used to be in the basement.
Yep.
Aw. No wonder she didn't like people.
That's probably. Yeah, I mean, the original story was they found her when they were emptying out one of those rooms when they first bought the place, and they found her in a corner, and they thought it was bought by some creepy caretaker that used to live there. It had some weird stories to him, according to the previous owners. And they put her back in, and then put some more stuff back in, like blocked her back in the corner because they thought she was creepy. So they just left her in there. When they came back, apparently she was up on like the second floor when they came back.
Nice.
So that's what they told us, though.
Well, they shoved her in a moldy ass basement in the back of a bunch of stuff.
Right.
She didn't want to be down there.
Civil War bathtub.
I don't know if there's a bathtub in there.
I think there might be a shower. I can't remember.
I think there is a shower at least. I don't know if there's a bathtub though.
The functioning bathroom?
The actual bathrooms are pretty scary too.
I know. I think every time I open that door, man, there's gonna be something just standing there.
Right?
What's up, Alessios?
What's up?
So
I didn't know it was wrong.
Right? That's
I was
true.
agreeing with you.
Shelly, are you supposed to be driving to my house?
What?
Yeah.
Shelly, creepy is relative.
everything's relative.
No.
What's it called? The laundry wing was shut off to you guys too, right?
Yeah, that whole
the
side of the
nursery there.
basement.
It was a nursery.
Yeah, it was all storage and nursery.
What a waste of a gorgeous building.
Yeah.
Everything is wrong with cold cuts.
Yeah.
Like, what is bologna? What is that?
Nobody knows
See,
what bologna
is kind of like, I'll eat it, but if there's something else available.
Okay, you guys are having very much good luck at defending.
Nobody knows what it is. We don't know what it is. We don't know
it's
what
all kinds
bologna
of
is.
crap.
I just had grilled cheese. We made grilled cheese for dinner, and
You
we
say
put
you put
fried
mustard
bologna
on
in the
it
middle
and
of it.
freak out. Oh.
Mm.
You put
No.
bologna in the middle? Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Fried bologna is good.
Yeah.
But it's kind of gross. Like, I saw somebody on TikTok take a piece of bologna and like put it under like a high-powered microscope.
Those are fake. Those are fake.
Hairs and shit in it.
Somebody did it with hot dogs too. Well, they said they did.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
That's
nothing,
true.
Tony.
Tony's not afraid of anything.
I got nothing.
There's a video of all of us at the cemetery, and there was a bat flying around in the dining room. We're all on the ground screaming, like literally screaming. And Tony just walks around, and the bat flies right by me. He grabs it with his hands, like thing. Yeah.
Tony's
hot dogs and bologna are the same thing.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
I'm saying if there's like nice ham or turkey available, that's what I'm going for.
You know what I'm going for? Nothing. You know when they bring those cold sandwiches into the meetings, I'm just like, shit.
I guess I'm not eating today.
I guess I'm eating chips today.
Do you eat ham at all? Like Christmas ham, like a big thick slice, like a ham steak?
It was cooked.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
How is that different than a thinly sliced piece of ham?
Not cooked. I'll eat them if they're cooked. It's not.
I mean, it's cooked before they cut it.
Then why the fuck are they cooking your food, man? Why do they have to cook it first?
I don't know. Most ham is pre-cooked unless you get it from a butcher.
Even the cold
read
cuts.
the label.
Even the cold cuts.
Yes.
No.
They can't just serve raw meat on a sandwich. People would die from that.
Yeah.
Crap. Again?
You're fine now. You had while you were talking about about Tony. You were kind of phasing out, but I heard you.
Oh, okay. That's right, Corey. It's the important
We need a
stuff.
break because it gets kind of tense in here.
I mean, that
Tony. Yes, they are pre-cooked.
right. They have to
I don't
be.
care. I don't
What
care.
happens if you eat raw chicken or raw turkey? You get salmonella. They can't just
You don't know
not.
that.
It's literally a scientific fact.
Oh, this is fucking paranormal if nothing else.
I do know that.
Okay, I know they're cooked, but then they squish them all together, right?
That I don't know. You honestly might be onto something though. Because like if you were to just have regular turkey, like just take a regular turkey breast right off the turkey, even if it's cooked, if you slice it, it's not going to slice, it's going to shred.
Right.
So they
and
have
it's
to
not
do
going to be this
something.
thick and full.
Right.
No bones in there.
Right.
Condensed.
So they have to. So they have to do something. They probably do take a bunch of it and compress it to make it into a giant chunk like that.
Was it raw?
You don't know that.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
That's true. It is paranormal. No.
No, true.
They're as rare as the
What's
Bigfoot.
up?
What's up, Northern Ascension?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
Yep.
I didn't even know that. Honestly, I feed my dog lunch meat. He's fine.
Fine.
And he looks like
You
he's
don't know
dead.
that. Probably
used
has
to have
something to do with the high salt content.
Probably. And there's probably like preservatives and shit in there.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have a dog named Trent. That was like
God, no. Oh, sorry.
maybe 7 pounds. Yeah, it's the same shit. And he used to eat an entire piece of bologna in like 2 seconds. It was like bigger than most of his body because he was so teeny tiny, and he would eat it in like 2 seconds.
Oh my god.
That was obviously before we learned that you don't give dogs lunch meat.
I give my dogs cheese. Is that bad?
I didn't even know lunch meat was bad. Why are you asking me?
See, I only
I
eat
don't know
cheese if it's melted.
It's not
Trent
funny.
literally died of diabetes. Diabetes.
My dad got this dog. He took him. He went from like 7 pounds to like 20 pounds. My dad was feeding him so much. My dad would make him eggnog milkshakes because he loved them. Like he would cook food just for the dog.
Oh my god.
And he literally like tripled in weight. It was good. He loved that dog though.
We used to let our Luna eat pretty much anything she wanted, and she lived to be a good age.
Right?
Well, shit, my dog's
Just as
out
long
there
as she
eating
like didn't
stones.
eat tomatoes or grapes or chocolate. No, dogs aren't. Yeah, they can't have chocolate either. They're not supposed to. That's supposed to be like almost close to poison for them.
Yeah, I think milkshakes.
He did. He would make him eggnog milkshakes. Thanks.
Leaves so boring. Yeah. I don't know. I might get you. I
You don't know that. You don't know that. Oh my
That's
God.
bad.
I spent like
Diabetes.
10 minutes looking that up. Oh, Jesus. That's true.
Yeah, Angela, we usually are like when we have guests on, it's way more intense. But we need a break and have just what we call porch talk with everybody every once in a while. So we're just hanging out tonight. Have a good night, Sarah. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I didn't know that for a long time either.
I think raisins are toxic to everybody, though.
I hate
Just
raisins.
because they're gross doesn't mean they're toxic.
Yeah. I don't trust them.
You don't know that.
You don't know.
I don't like cold cuts. I only eat cheese if it's melted.
Oh my God, it's Heisenberg. Warm Pepsi.
Warm Pepsi. I don't know if Ray's froze or if he is just really going to town on that.
I thought there's a long drag.
Oh, hey.
Uh-oh. Is it bedtime?
Yep.
Ray's missing it.
Hello.
Hi, Lincoln.
Hi. What?
What? Let you ask what?
Let me ask what?
What are you going to ask?
What do you need to ask?
What? Oh.
Well, Lincoln and Denise are hosting the show. Okay.
Just me and you, Lincoln.
Hi.
Hi. You going to bed? Do you see my puppy?
Oh, you got puppy? Oh.
He's a big puppy.
What are you doing? Making faces?
You give Daddy a kiss. Good night.
What is that? Yep, it's too dark to go in the yard. All right, bye, buddy.
Say bye, everyone.
Good night,
Say bye.
Lincoln.
Good night. Bye. I got it.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Did
I
Ray?
can't-
What happened?
I don't know, but I can't post the chat, but it's so funny. Okay, so Sage wants to know what your favorite food is then, Heisenberg.
Pizza.
What kind?
I like it with green olives and extra cheese.
And what? Extra cheese?
Yeah.
Angela said her tuna makes her lips swell up like she got collagen injections.
Yeah. Tuna will do that.
To everyone? I mean,
It's known.
like, do you have to be allergic to like shellfish or something?
I don't know. I'm just making it up.
Can you just be allergic to tuna?
Huh? I don't know.
Shelly said, yes, I didn't miss Lincoln. Good night, little dude. Everybody's excited to see Lincoln.
Yeah. A few more months, he'll be able to take my place on here. He'll be
that
up
would
to
be
my,
so funny.
He'll
We
be
should
up to
just have
my
our kids
intellectual
run the show.
standing.
We should just have the kids run the show one night. That would be fun. Sage wants to know if you like green peppers on your pizza.
No, just green olives.
Yeah. John Ward said green olives is your topping of choice. It's confirmed. Heisenberg is an alien.
Why do you think I don't want to talk about him?
Tony said Ray's ordering a Jimmy John's cold cut sub for Heisenberg. That's why he's gone. Angela
There's no-
said yes, she's allergic to tuna.
There is
I
no
don't know
Jimmy
if it
John's within 5 minutes of my house, so I don't have to worry.
It's good food.
It's not.
So I'm bummed that we didn't get to go to Hillview yesterday.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to that.
I had forgotten about it until like Tuesday. I had totally forgotten about it
Nice.
until like the day before. I'm like, oh yeah,
Shit.
and then I found out we weren't going. So I was like, oh okay.
I was so bummed. I just really want to go there. And I think it'd be fun to go with all of them,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah, I think it would be fun to go with them because they know where to go. They know what to say.
Right. And they know when it's time to leave, you know? Like, Angela said her trigger object will be chocolate in the afterlife. Shelly's will be
Okay.
coffee. Hey,
Hey,
welcome back. I was looking at the chat. I didn't see you come back.
what's that?
I said I was looking at the chat to try to keep
Oh.
up.
Thank you.
Where'd you go? What happened?
I said fuck it, and I left for a minute.
Right?
He's done. He's done with our shenanigans
Right.
Yeah.
Just want to
and
talk about goats.
tomfoolery.
You guys are talking about cold cuts. Heisenberg's telling me I don't know anything.
You don't know.
I was talking about how I was bummed that we didn't get to go to Hillview yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a bummer. I understand. I mean, it was kind of out of their hands.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a bummer.
Yeah.
Those things happen at locations, but I was looking forward to it because I've missed. Our team has gone there, I think, twice, and I missed both times. So I've never been there, and I know it's like so close and such an amazing location. It's just like, fuck.
Just right there.
It's like
right across the border.
it was like the other place that we went to earlier this year with John that I was supposed to go to like 2 or 3 times beforehand, and like one time my truck broke down. I got sick another time, and it's just like, oh, it's a curse.
Yeah. I was just
I'm
excited
glad.
because they're so knowledgeable about the building, and they, I've had so many experiences. I just think it'd be cool to go with them.
Mm-hmm.
Plus,
Yeah.
I fucking love the history. So I'd just be listening
yeah.
to them tell me stories all night.
I've been drinking decaf for like the last 2 weeks.
Why?
Why?
Just trying
What's
to
the
get myself
point?
off of caffeine. I
Why
don't
don't
know.
you drink
Just-
water?
Fucking drink water, dude. Because then he can't have his
I like
frothy
this.
milk.
Yeah, right. I need a good froth.
He's a.
Angela said she participated in an experiment and she was able to astral travel and touch paranormal investigator on the shoulder. Gave him goosebumps, caused his hair to raise, and set off an EMF without the investigator knowing it was me.
I 1,000% believe you.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool as shit. How did you get back to your body? I tried that one time.
What? Getting back to your body?
Astro projecting, and it was scary. I'm pretty sure I did it. I was trying to go see somebody, and I imagined myself going there, and then I saw that person, and they were sleeping, and they woke up, and they saw me, and it scared them, and it scared me, and then I woke up on my living room floor. Like, don't remember coming back, but I woke up. I had passed out on my living room floor. So I've never tried that again.
John was terrified of astral projection. I'm always afraid I'm going to like hop in on somebody at the wrong time, like when they're taking a shit or something like that.
Right?
Oh God, I didn't need to see that.
Yeah.
Goose, the fuck?
And then what if they see you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's because I got startled. I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing. I literally have never even thought about doing something like that. Yes. And that's how I became possessed. So Shelly had me convinced that I was possessed. because we were talking about that, and she was saying, okay, in my defense, I was drinking a lot that night. But she had me convinced that when I left my body, I never came back, and that somebody else came back in my place. And she said, "You used to be so nice." And then everybody's trying to go to sleep, and I'm just like drunk, still sitting there thinking about it. And I'm like, God damn it, Shelly. Like 10 minutes later, and she's like, what? I'm like, I did used to be so nice. We were convinced that actually, we're still not sure that I haven't been, but
You don't know.
right. You don't know. That's our next stickers, Heisenberg.
Yeah.
You don't know.
It's my debate winner.
Right? So it was funny that night because we were all laughing so hard, and Charlie was in there. There was like 6 of us in the room. We were all laughing so hard. Charlie was sleeping, and Charlie was having dreams that he was in a comedy club because he was just listening to us laughing the whole time. And so that's what his brain did, was like put him in a comedy club.
Well, that's a good dream, right?
Right.
I guess a lot of the comedians sucked.
Right. Yeah. It was funny though.
Hard room.
Right.
Going back to what John said, he said he was the only time he's been influenced to the point of thinking he was possessed happened at the Monroe house.
See, and I went there and I had
Marcus.
absolutely nothing happen to me. I've heard so many stories like that about Monroe House.
I've
had weird shit like that happen to me at Madison, but I refuse to say that I was possessed. I refuse to use that word.
I have never felt anything to even close to what any of that is.
That's crazy.
I think they get in my head and they're like, never mind.
They're like, fuck all this noise. I'm out of here. Yeah, that happens a lot at Madison too.
Angela says she died for half an hour and was a spirit outside the body for a while and returned to the body when she was a small child. So she astral travels frequently, so astral travel feels natural to her.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry you had to go through that for the end result, but it's cool that you were able to gain that ability. I believe.
Well, that's what Ashley Storm. Ashley Storm, the same thing happened to her. Right? Yeah. She was dead for a little bit and went somewhere else. And when she woke up, she had, she had abilities her whole life. But then once she woke up, she had them, 10 times stronger.
Right.
Maybe.
Do you think experience might be gender specific?
I mean, I think so. But I don't know in the way that you're asking. Like, I don't know that it's...
Like, some would talk to only women, some would talk to only men. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but I think she's asking about, like, because John had those experiences and I had nothing happen at Monroe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know there's certain places, like, even at the seminary, there's the doctor's office, and it seems like every time women go in there, they get really bad cramps, like contractions. That's obviously gender specific. Or certain places they might attack men or something. But I don't know that things like possession and stuff are gender specific.
Yeah.
Maybe. Now I really want to.
Well, I mean, too, I mean, I guess it depends on like the type of possession too. I mean, if you're talking demonic, does it really have a gender? As a non-human?
This is going to sound bad, but do women get possessed?
I would think so. Yeah.
But like every story I've heard.
Yeah. It's pretty
The
much all
Exorcist,
women.
there was a woman, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What?
The Conjuring was a woman.
Yeah,
The Conjuring 2 was a woman. And that was all very, very loosely based on real Warren cases, but they were both women.
No, they're absolutely true. They were nonfiction.
You don't know that.
What up, Juana?
Aw. Matt.
Nice seeing you, buddy. Women are statistically possessed more than women. Bleh. More often than men.
Really? Maybe it's just people I know. I can't think of. See? It's a real thing.
John was describing his experience at Monroe. Doesn't know what
You
happened.
cussed
Felt a
out
water
an
drop. Hit me on the neck and blacked out. We were on Facebook Live, and I cussed out some old lady that was commenting. I yelled at Marcus, and they wound up dragging. That's exactly kind of what happened to me at Madison. Like, I just started going like on this verbal rampage because we were leading a public ghost hunt, and it was really quiet, and I felt like I had to like stir things up way earlier on in my ghost hunting career, quote, ghost hunting career.
Right.
I didn't know what to do, so I started pretending to be like a mean nurse or something, like telling them they had to get to their fucking beds, and like the F-bombs just kept coming. Before I knew it, I was just getting really like super verbally abusive to everybody, and even the living standing next to me. And I ended up having to be drug out after throwing a punch at somebody. But no, I wasn't possessed. That wasn't possession.
This has to happen around me once, Ray. I'll take care of it for you.
Do it. Start carrying a taser. Matt, you've been super busy.
Warren.
Yeah, yes.
So
Trying to
excited.
catch up with the comments. Sorry, guys.
I like the signs that you did for your event. You made some signs to point people the directions where to go because people don't pay attention to things. So he made gigantic signs. One of them is a ghost, like with a sheet, and then it's got signs in each of its hands. It's cute.
Oh, cool. I think I saw that, yeah.
You're sad about that.
What's that?
He said, unfortunately, he's not been possessed.
Fingers crossed, it's going to happen to me someday.
Maybe tonight'll be the night. That's good. I don't know what a pre-attachment is, but
like a prenup.
Oh God, Heisenberg.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd love to get possessed.
Do you think you'd not have a Boston accent?
Funny. He starts talking with like a Southern accent or something.
Right? Yeah, that'd be weird. I've seen a couple people just like get really quiet and not say anything, and like they don't hear people talking to them. They don't. Pottstown is a
school.
That's a pretty intense place to do that.
Yeah. I would think so. I'd like to go back there and try that place again.
Let's go.
Yeah, an unhealthy attachment.
John, I feel like
an unhealthy attachment.
That's a true story. What's the story with Pottstown?
I believe.
Why is it haunted?
I mean, I believe there was a horrible train wreck, like somewhere near, and that was like that building was used as a makeshift hospital.
Gotcha.
And I mean, Angela probably knows more. She will probably um, expound on that or correct me if I'm wrong.
So it's not kids there.
I don't believe so, but I mean, he says that some of the haunts there are childlike activity. But it's been so long since I walked through that place with the owner. I can't remember all the stories to it.
I really want to go there. Yeah.
Keep shooting for the stars, Shelley.
Right.
We support you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the land that it's on. Right.
I don't fucking know, Tony.
Is that when he took something
know
home
what?
with him that Mama
Yeah.
Kathy had to get rid of?
Tony's face was a little different too that night.
Oh, really?
So I was doing a tour and Tony was my watcher. And, we had this guy on the tour who was super annoying, just like, oh, this is where the ghosts are, one of those like condescending asshole kind of people. And, he was annoying the whole time, but nothing like serious. But then we got up to the asylum and it was like a switch turned and Tony was like totally different. And he just like was just staring and like not really even getting annoyed with this guy, even though we had been like rolling our eyes about it the whole time and whatever. And he was just staring and his face looked very different. And yeah, that was the night that he took something home with him. And you can actually watch in the surveillance video something like goes straight at him, like a light straight at him and disappears.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Yeah, Kathy said it was like a vampiric attachment.
It was crazy. He was a fucking asshole, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, that same kind of thing happened to me too when our group was up there in the asylum investigating. And that's when Heisenberg told Kate to take me out. It's like, nice. But I think
I'm not going to say
somebody said
anything because she's right here, so I can't say anything smart ass about it.
why don't you help him out? I think Kate was kind of getting a little freaked out at that time. I mean, everybody was like weirded out at the moment, but
I was fine.
yeah. But I was having a hard time
fine.
responding. Like I could hear them, but it wasn't coming through. Almost like the Civil War side night.
Yeah.
That all happened.
Beauty and the Beast dome.
Yeah. My dome of darkness.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Code of Sirens.
Yep. It was. It was like the exact same, like that little where the two hallways come together.
Yeah.
It's right there.
That's where it always seems to happen, like right in that area. Yep. That happened to me too, like after when we were Scooby-Dooing up there one night after I think it was a flashlight tour. I think Andrea, Mama Ruth was there, a bunch of people. Angela.
You gotta be careful up there.
Post Town's nurse's station, I told people the nurse was angry. The parents were not taking the kids to doctors, and there's a flashlight laying on a table, started spinning clockwise by itself, then slid to the end of the table and stopped.
Wow.
That sounds like something you'd love to see.
We'd love to see it. Thank God it wasn't counterclockwise, though.
Did you see something, Patience?
I just thought Dee just turned around a little bit ago. I thought you saw something.
I thought I saw something. I thought I saw the door blacked out.
Oh.
Like I thought somebody was standing back there. It's weird.
She said she saw you react.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like when we used to be at the radio station and that fucking closet door.
Yeah.
We were supposed to investigate that basement and we never did.
I know.
I did.
Okay. Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking
And I
weird
remember
up there.
Trent. Yeah. Trent had his little spout where he wanted to hurt Adam.
You fucking
Right.
asshole. Sorry. John.
Or everybody tried to astral project into
I knew
D-Nice's house.
No,
All right, someone play some foosball.
not my house. Oh my god, wouldn't that be so funny if the things just start like spinning?
Right. Yeah. I'm the red guys. Wait, is there red guys?
It's white and black.
Okay.
I'm like the kind of person though that I go on an investigation. I'm like, if you're here, can you play foosball? And then what am I gonna do if it fucking goes? I'm gonna leave.
No, you got to play it.
Why do I ask for stupid shit like that?
That's throwing down a challenge, man.
I get scared.
Now everybody is interested in your house, so we're just going to sit here for the rest of the
Get out
show
of the
and
way.
watch.
Look, Roscoe's not concerned. It's fine.
Right. Is he awake? Is he alive? Okay,
That's
there's
a
his tail.
tail wagon.
See you too.
Okay, he's alive.
It's
That's
because I
good.
looked at him. I looked at him, so he had to wag his tail.
He said his name.
Right. No, my house is super haunted though. So you never know.
How old is your house?
It was only built in the 70s. Wait,
I mean,
I didn't
And I can't be home. Not really
there.
nice.
What was that?
What? Nobody?
Wow. Yeah, because I knew I had heard about children at Poatstown, but I didn't think that it was actually like
Like students?
children. Yeah, because I thought it was in Ohio. There was a schoolhouse that like burned down, and the
Mhm.
doors were still like the ones that opened in, and so all the
Oh.
kids were like trampled up against the door, and they couldn't get them out
Yeah.
because they like were all rushing towards the door, but then the door
Oh.
opened in, so they couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And I thought that was in Ohio somewhere, so I didn't know if that's what Poatstown was. But they rebuilt
That
that
I'm not
school, but like on the same land as the first one. I can't remember
Ooh.
where it was though. Yeah. Gosh. That's like like I try to ignore
You
things
mean
at
that
home
person
because-
behind you right now?
right?
That's what Ashley does to me all the time.
Yeah.
Who's that behind you,
That's
Heisenberg?
Roscoe's too. I try to ignore the things at my house because that's not what I'm here for. Like I live here. I'm not trying to do an investigation. But then when you're friends with psychics and you have Shelly and Rebecca coming over and they're like, "Oh, who's that guy?" I'm like, "Stop it." That's okay. I'm good. I mean, I would like to see it, just not at my house.
Angela, go play foosball.
Go to Goose's house. Goose, set up your equipment for Angela.
I'm not allowed.
See,
not allowed to
'cause
do
you
any
don't investigate
investigating in
at
my house.
home, right?
I would totally would though, but I'm not allowed.
I would not. I told you there's a guy in my house, and then there's a little girl. And
Yeah.
when I won my Phasma box, I turned it on, and the first thing that happened was a guy said, "She can hear us now." And then a little girl goes, "She's so nice." And I'm like, "Okay, turn it off." Done. It works.
Aw.
That was the only investigating I've done at home.
When we first bought the house, like before we moved in, we had to do a bunch of work to it to like pass inspection because it was bank owned. So it's not like we could like make sure the previous owners would do it.
Right.
part of the
Basement was
deal,
your problem,
you know?
man. Wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
it was still,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was flooded. I mean, there was like
yeah.
black mold all over the walls. We had to clean that. We had to tear walls down and like clean it out, and we had to do all that by ourselves because we couldn't afford it. Luckily, her dad, was super good with that kind of house maintenance stuff. But I remember working, we were redoing, I was scraping this loose paint that was in the garage. And I was the only one here. It was like 9 o'clock at night, and I heard like walking around upstairs, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I knew nobody was here. Like, I kept running upstairs to make sure nobody was here, and nobody was there.
God damn it, Kate, you scared the shit out of me.
Okay.
We're talking about ghosts in our house. And then here comes Kate.
That's funny.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh. She said that she's heard stories about my house from you. He does.
That's scary.
The weird thing about the guy that I don't like is that he's shown himself to all three of my kids as having horns, like a goat. And they all have said it at separate times.
Mhm.
So I don't investigate at my house.
No. I don't blame you.
I don't want to encourage bad behavior.
Right. If you're here, knock on the door.
Right. And then two of my three kids have seen a little blonde girl.
Your two youngest?
No, my oldest and my middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ryan saw her like he was probably 16 years old. And he saw her like 2 weeks after my middle one did. And he was little. He was probably only like 8. And he saw her outside and he's like, where'd that girl go? We're like, what girl? He said there was a girl with blonde hair like me and she ran into the house. And he only says blonde hair like me when it's like super white hair because he has like really, really, really blonde hair. So Heisenberg, your hair is just blonde. But like somebody who has like really light blonde hair is blonde like me. That's the difference. So she has super blonde hair. And he saw her outside. But then my oldest saw her in the basement. Right there. Right there.
Oh, wow.
He saw her run and hide behind the bar.
Yeah, I see her right now.
Yeah, right? That girl, right there. Get at my house. Okay, my phone is supposed to be on start.
No, man.
I'm like, I thought that was my phone. I'm like, what the hell?
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
On do not disturb mode. It's a work call.
Oh, that sucks.
You know, what time is it? Hang on, it's almost over. Okay, let's turn this do not disturb back on.
Yeah, you know, you never want to visit clown dolls. They're the worst, actually.
No. The
Clown
dolls
dolls
that ruined your life.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing good comes from clown dolls. I can tell you that right now.
Next time you want to buy something, send us a picture of it and we'll tell you yes or no.
Yes.
If it's a doll, you already know what my answer is going to be.
And it's a clown. That was like a double negative.
Yeah.
He's not very nice.
Organized crime connection. He wants to have a sit down with you, Denise.
Well, that area is known for its wine. Could be like,
yeah,
be like prohibition type stuff.
Yeah. So this was a big.
What, the
my
girl?
next door neighbor owned our parcel and the neighbor on the other side, and it was a big farm. And in 1974, they sold the 2 parcels and built 2 houses on them. Yeah, see? Don't you feel like if you investigate it, then it's going to be worse?
That's what Ray always told me.
Right, because then they're like, oh, okay, I just have to do stuff to get her attention and then she'll talk to me.
Right. Yep. No, you don't want to acknowledge it.
That's what I'm saying. And then when I moved in here, The first time my kids saw the goat, like the guy with the horns like a goat, I talked to some psychic lady, and this was way before I knew anybody that I do now. And the lady told me to just burn a religious candle and say, "Get out of my house, you're not welcome here." That did not work, because then my cabinet doors in my kitchen started opening, and my light switch to my lights would turn like halfway. So it would just be buzzing inside the wall.
Right.
Like, that does not help. That's not how you clear a house.
Right.
You just, light a candle and say, "Get out of my house."
Here's the thing with the whole religious aspect to it, and I know I'm not knocking anybody who believes in any religion.
their
I
ass out
have
of
my
the
own.
house.
I have my own thoughts and beliefs, whatever. But when you go into a situation like that, I mean, I'm just looking at it from my standpoint. When people like start preaching at me about God and the Christian church and everything, I'm like, you know what? Shut up, get away from me. And I'm like, it kind of fires me up, because I don't know. It's not my beliefs. Don't be forcing your beliefs on me. So to sit there and say that I should burn this religious candle, you might.
It's just like one of those Jesus candles from the dollar store, though. It's not even like.
Right. I'm just saying, you might be pissing off the ghosts because maybe they don't prescribe to your religion.
I did. And also, because that's not how it works. You don't just go, "Get out of my house, you're not welcome here." And then they're like, "Oh shit, my bad."
That's what
I'm scared, Shelly.
Like, get out of my house. Oh, wrong house. My bad.
I mean, if if you're just trying to protect yourself, you do whatever you believe protects you.
Honestly.
Whatever makes you feel comfortable. I carry a bloodstone crystal bear in my pocket if I'm like really that worried. And I wear my Thor hammer. That's like my talisman. I feel like it protects me.
Somebody told me to just picture whatever you feel like is the strongest thing that nothing could penetrate. So whether you think it's metal or whatever, and just imagine that going around you, and then that will protect you. But honestly, it's like a placebo effect. I've talked about this before, because I don't necessarily believe that crystals or sage or anything else actually protects us. I honestly feel like it's all in your head, and not in a bad way. Just in the way that, like, if I think that this pen protects me, then I'm going to be protected because I have thoughts of being protected. So it's your brain.
Yeah, I agree with that completely.
Yeah. We're good, Corey.
We got him. Shelly has him.
Yeah. I'll just have Shelly get drunk and talk to him again. It's fine. That is fucking facts. Shelly, I don't protect myself per se. I protect those around me. That's true. She does.
Yeah, I mean,
She
a
worries
lot of
about
times if I want to like
everyone.
experience something or witness activity, I kind of feel like I need to back off the self-protection, because I don't want to like build that barrier between myself and maybe able to like,
that's what I did.
Something or witnessing.
I don't do any self-protection.
Hey, Penny, how are you?
Hey, Penny. Yeah, I'm telling you, ever since I went to the seminary by myself to go turn the lights off one day after work, I have not been able to see anything.
Yeah.
It's
I was
funny,
starting
like
to get
a door here will shut by itself, and Kate will like look at me. I'm like, "It's just the wind." She's like, "It's an interior door."
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Oh, there is
That's a
somebody
real
back there.
kid. It's a real kid.
There's somebody behind you. And a beast. Look at the beast.
No. I looked and saw his reflection.
There's a beast.
I saw his reflection on the sliding glass door that's next to me.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's brave, sitting right next to a sliding glass door.
Open. Yeah.
Why are you not sleeping? Okay, go to bed. I love you.
Okay. Good night.
So many people are just scaring the shit out of me. Oh God.
I saw the dog get up and move before I saw your son, and I'm like,
Right?
what is the
And
hell
you
is
know
your
what?
dog looking at? And then I
He
saw your son
ran
there.
to-
I'm like, oh.
He ran towards the sliding glass door too. So that's why I was looking at the door, because that's where his dumbass was looking. Easton is watching us on the show.
Oh, is
Great.
he?
So,
You wanna go to bed?
Yeah, our house. I go to bed.
right? Great. Glad you're watching now, bud. That's fantastic.
Right. Oh my goodness.
No, he tells me all the time that he's psychic because he can see spirits.
Oh yeah.
Because he's seen our dog a couple of times.
Oh,
And then we were driving past the seminary and he was like, whoa, where's that person going? And I'm like, oh, what person? He's like, that person that just ran across the road. And I'm like, there was nobody.
what was the other thing that I did? Like, I just like make up random excuses of why things happen sometimes.
I do that too,
Oh, mouse probably bumped it.
right? Just the neighbors
Mouse
doing
wanted some
fireworks.
privacy.
Yeah, it's just the wind.
Oh, Easton came down to say hi to Corey.
Oh, okay.
Okay, my house is off limits. We're not talking about that anymore.
How did you
I'm
get
gonna-
us
I'm gonna
talking about your
sneak-
house? I don't even know how this started.
I would love to sneak like Tina or Shelly or somebody through my house, like when my wife's not home, to see
Right?
if they like read the house. Because except for like that, like when we first bought it and I was working in the garage that one night, and that other night after I came home from Madison, we heard that little girl running around upstairs. I mean, literally, it was like laughing, and we ran up there. Oh, I ran up there. And I'm looking in all the rooms. My girls were both sound asleep. I thought it was them fucking around because they were little at the time. I'm like, they need to get to bed. I was getting pissed. So I went up there and I'm like, oh shit. I was afraid to go back downstairs.
Yeah.
So my wife is like, I walk up to the stairs and like my wife sits in a recliner that's like right there. She could see me coming. I just had this big smile on my face. I'm like, she's like, you motherfucker. And then I got downstairs and then we heard her running again and laughing again. I ran back upstairs and then it sounded like she was like in the attic or the crawl space.
Nope.
And then it just went away and we never heard it again.
See,
It was
this
weird.
Angela's comment is exactly why I'm so glad that I am not a psychic. I can't even imagine.
Mm-hmm. It's weird too because I've read and heard and have talked to a lot of people who've had that like near death or were like clinically considered dead
Mm-hmm.
and then came back and then they have that ability.
Right?
Like when we talked to Michelle Belanger, she always talks about how she had like horrible cardiac issues when she was born and like
Mhm.
all throughout her childhood. She had several heart surgeries. And look at her now. I mean, she's very gifted.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that are into it. Like, I mean, when Chad Lindbergh was at MadCon a couple years ago,
That was
and
fun.
he spoke to everybody, and like listening to his story was cool. Because he had near-death experience with some disease he had when he was a kid, and then it put him in touch with that other plane.
Yeah. But I don't know that I don't know that I can handle that.
Right.
I don't know.
Pence is back.
Oh, Prince
What?
is back.
John, stay away from the
No.
clown dolls.
Right?
They're clowns and they're dolls. Come on.
No excuse, Eddie. Quit your job.
It's bullshit, man. Bullshit.
Eddie, we're winning the Mega Millions, so you won't have to worry about work for much longer. Oh, see?
Yeah. Nope.
I can't imagine that. That's got to be so terrible. I mean, it's scary enough for adults, but then like just to be a kid and get thrown into that, and then to be in like with dark things.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Well, I remember my youngest daughter waking us up a couple times saying she saw a swirling blue light in her room. Like how? I mean, I don't know. She was like 2 or 3 years old when she was seeing that shit.
Right.
You're like,
I'm
there's
like, what
nothing
the
I can
fuck?
do about it.
Right.
I'm like, well, that's cool. Play some music. It's like a party. You know?
Nice.
We don't know. I mean,
That's
how
a
do you
good
explain that to a
response.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do you-
that's a good response.
How do you explain that to a 2 or 3 year old? Like, just no, it's natural. It's cool. It's all
Everybody
right.
sees blue swirls in their room at night.
Right.
Yeah.
I definitely think she's our sensitive one, though. Did we lose Denise?
Probably.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you, but your face is
Okay.
frozen.
Oh,
Oh, there you are.
I
kind
don't
of.
know what happened.
Sort of.
Oh,
It keeps fucking up.
Oh.
Anytime my kids say anything like that, I always just start by saying, well, how'd you feel when that happened? So that I know how to react.
Oh, there's
Ta-da.
Tina. What's up, Tina?
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
What the fuck?
you know what? Fuck that. I would just be like, nope.
Right? And then it makes you wonder too, like all of these people who were in asylums back in the day, they probably were just fucking psychic and seeing shit like that.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
when you say it out loud, that makes you crazy.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, John, I don't know what you were doing.
I don't think. Well, yeah. I'm not sure about having any haunted objects in my house. I don't think I like that.
I wanted to bring some of those bricks or a brick that Jeff offered me from the Emmett house.
Mm-hmm.
And no, my wife's like, no, that's not cool. No, I don't want that shit in the house.
I don't
Which
even
I was
like
kind
when
of I was kind of weary about it myself because other people had taken them as gifts or whatever, and they brought them back.
Brought them back, be fires and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. They were not nice. They're not good things.
Go figure.
They wanted your soul.
Sounds like it, man. Stay away from those freaking dolls. You don't need to go visit them. They're calling you.
Right.
You know what? I have 2 dolls in my van that I got from a house clean out, and then my transmission broke.
Oh shit. See? Fuck dolls, man. Fuck them.
Then I had a doll in my trunk of my car, my Grand Marquis, and while I was
Uh-huh.
driving down the street, it just fucking opened. No, that was not a doll. That was stuff that I had from a house where the guy committed suicide in the house.
Oh god. I don't know what's
And this-
creepier.
And my
I thought you
trunk
was gonna
just
say, no, that
opened
wasn't
while
a
I was
doll, that was a
driving.
body. Never mind.
My bad.
Whoops.
The dolls you met? I like how Shelly says she met them. She treats them like people.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yes.
Don't mess around with those dolls. We're not
I know.
saying it's funny.
Shelly treats them with respect. That's why she doesn't
It's
get
not a
fucked.
joke.
It's not a joke. Don't mess around with them.
Nobody's joking about. That's
Yeah, that's no
fucked
good,
up.
man. I'm not joking.
No.
Yeah, we're
Don't
not
go see
joking. We're
them.
1,000% serious. I was
There's a reason
Scared.
I have a fear of dolls.
right.
And yeah, I mean, most of that was watching Child's Play like way too early on in my childhood, but
No,
then
I
getting
don't
into the
fuck with that
paranormal field,
stuff.
I mean, no.
Yeah, we're definitely not joking. I don't fuck with dolls. I mean, we have Maddie,
Nope.
and we'll like be nice to her and do her hair and
Yeah.
change her clothes and shit. I'll do little photo shoots with her, but
You're not bringing her
Yeah,
home.
that's not creepy.
no. Listen, she got a new outfit. She's got to flaunt it.
You taking
Shelly
her school
makes her
shopping?
clothes. No, Shelly made her a little dress out of a Madison shirt, though. She looks
Aw.
super cute.
That's nice.
See, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's why I mean, seriously, one of my things is you don't go picking up random shit that could be haunted.
Right.
You got it, Tina.
See? She treats them all great. A doll again.
No, Angela. No. And a teddy bear is just a cute doll.
I'm telling you, if any toys
It's
work
just
without
a fuzzy
batteries,
doll.
it's out the house.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't care how much Lincoln loved it, or I loved it, or Kate loved it. It's out the house.
Yep. That's crazy. Glad you guys got rid of
I'll
these
stop
things.
talking about dolls, man. They're making me want to smoke.
Right?
It makes me really anxious.
Yes.
I
No,
was at
Tina,
Inspiration
that's
House
actually-
just for a minute. Literally.
You were?
Yeah, I literally was just dropping something off. So I
Okay.
walked in and I got a quick little tour around and I was out within
cool.
15 minutes. So I never investigated or stayed there or anything. But
Okay.
We
It's
got
really-
you. I don't know why we don't.
really pretty.
I know it's not that. I mean, it's not close, but it's not that far.
No.
I think you have to rent it for multiple nights, if I'm not mistaken. I think it has a 2-night minimum, maybe, because it's an
Yeah, it's
Airbnb.
yeah, you have to go through Airbnb. I know too
Yeah.
to book it. Yeah, I'm glad you guys got rid of those things, man. That's no
Right?
good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't like the phenomenon. I'm not intrigued by it at all. I'm detrigued by this phenomenon.
What?
And what is a tulpa?
I
Teddy
don't
bear
know. I
can
want to
speak to
know,
a ghost.
Goose.
Call some. I always want to know.
Oh my gosh. God damn it,
Knowledge.
Kate. Kate, I am so on edge tonight. You have to stop doing that.
Like my neighborhood.
We thought we heard somebody
Oh,
fighting in
awesome,
our
Tina.
neighborhood.
Is it a 2-night minimum, Tina?
Nothing out there.
But not that I can do it. I'm walking again.
Live
God.
person.
I have to do that when I walk around the house.
If he
You have to
does,
stay
I
live
think
I got you,
he
man.
himself. He's creepy. It's just like
I'm quiet. How does that be creepy?
when I don't expect you to be in a room. And
Right.
then you're just there.
Right.
Scares me. So, yeah.
Last night I was like, I'm in the living room
And I appreciate I appreciate that very much.
because I came up behind her because I was in my office.
We're in the office. So.
Yep.
No, I would not.
I
Penny.
would. I would.
No.
No.
That's a different kind of scary. That's like meant to, I don't know. That's
No.
not like actually haunted. It's just creepy.
No.
Well, Zach Baggins went there and did a investigation, so it has to be haunted, right?
Oh, did he get possessed?
Probably demon. No, I'm sure he did. I never actually watched the whole episode. I just know he went there.
Is it actually haunted then? Maybe I changed my answer. I mean, I'll go.
A lot of people say it is. The owners say it was. I mean, it was haunted enough for them to shoot a whole episode, and I think other shows have gone there. Doesn't mean anything, but a tulpa is a spirit created by a living person through psychic projection. So is that like the same thing as a thought form?
I'm guessing.
Like for instance, Madison, the Sarah's room. Like, is it really a little girl entity, or is it something that, since the beginning, they've been doing ghost hunts in that building? They've said a little girl named Sarah is in that room, and like everybody coming in there and talking to Sarah and asking Sarah and creating all that Sarah energy,
And bringing dolls for Sarah and toys for Sarah and
leaving,
money for Sarah.
That to me, we always called it thought form, or that's what I learned from Michelle Belanger when she described what she thought it was. That kind of sounds like it's basically the same thing. No clowns.
I wonder maybe it's different because
Your what?
Maybe
your plane was falling out of the sky. What?
Okay. I wonder if it's always like trauma that creates it.
Yeah.
Like, especially kids do some pretty magical shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, basically it's the same concept.
Like, kids will do it as like a coping mechanism too. You know, like she said with the bear.
Yeah.
You know, or if a kid is being abused, they'll create something that's protective. Or, you know, they'll create a friend if they're lonely or whatever.
Right.
I just didn't know how to name.
Wasn't it like back in the day, like there was an experiment in, I think it may be Pennsylvania or something, where they did do, like they worked on creating a thought form?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't remember what it was. I just remember reading that they, you know, they're like, they kept thinking about it. And like you said with Sarah, like, bringing dolls, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's a real thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't think people realize how powerful our brains are.
Right.
And our thoughts and our moods and everything else. I don't know, Tina. I know I've seen it happen to the same person too. But I don't know what that means. I don't know how it happens. I don't know anything about it.
Nope. I'm going straight up. Yeah, probably stalled.
He can interact and has his own independent personality.
Wow. See, I don't know if I could handle that. I really don't.
But it's what was comforting to her.
I know,
she
but
created it.
I don't know.
Like, yeah, if you had an interaction with the bear, it'd be scary because it's not your comfort.
Right. But I mean, think about her. I mean, she was young. She thought at that moment she was going to die. I mean, think about how much emotion and energy is exuded after that. And she held on to that bear because she thought that bear could protect her.
Yeah, that's what she needed.
So it's almost like she imprinted some kind of energy on that bear, and now it's its own entity. Like that's kind of cool and kind of creepy.
Exactly.
And I'm
It's
not
fucked
gonna.
up and fucking amazing.
I feel
Right.
really bad for this, and I don't want to sound very. I just want to know about the plane.
Oh
I know.
yeah.
So
Heisenberg
Angela,
is a
yeah,
huge plane guy.
he
Like he
loves
wants to know what
planes. He
kind of plane it
loves
was.
and he loves researching plane tragedies.
Yes.
Was it a jet? Was it a Cessna? What's going on here?
He falls asleep to what is it called? Your air disasters.
Air disasters.
Yeah.
So you still fly?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I never really flew. I've only flown like 3 times.
Okay, but like, would you go on a plane?
Yeah,
Okay,
with meds.
that's fair.
I know too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of
Angela,
creepy.
you made him
Angela.
too strong.
A full-size
Oh.
commercial airline, American airline,
1980.
1980.
You know, I'm scanning through my whole.
Right? He's like, have I seen this episode? I mean, okay,
Well,
so Shelley's
thank the
talking
gods
about
it was a
people.
near miss.
Shelley's talking about people's faces changing.
She feels it's from channeling their energy accidentally, kind of. I think that's kind of it too, because I mean, yeah. But like, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think it might be, if it's a negative energy, maybe it's just using your physical form to just instill fear in people that are with you. I mean, I don't know. Either way, you're still channeling that energy. Yeah. You might be right, Shelley. You open yourself and they come through you.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually waiting for your voice to change, but it didn't.
It is really weird when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Holy shit. I would hope you don't mean to do it.
Right?
1980, almost hit a hotel.
Straight up.
Tina, I didn't feel negativity. I felt like they just wanted to be recognized. Awesome, Angela.
That's crazy.
The pilot wouldn't be crediting me for that. I can tell you that right now. They're like, we all want to die, motherfuckers.
You'd be like, I've seen this before. I know
I
what's
know
wrong.
what's going on.
We're not going to recover from this.
Right.
You might be a bad person to fly with.
Probably. I'd be like, because every once in a while, I'd probably be like, you guys be like, what?
Right. Yeah, like I don't fly very often. So when I do, like if there's like turbulence, I just look around. And if other
Mhm.
people aren't like freaking out about it, if they're just like reading their newspaper, playing a game on their phone, whatever, then I'm like, okay, it's fine because people who know more than me are thinking that it's fine. So if I'm with you, Heisenberg, and you know everything about fucking planes, and all of a sudden there's turbulence and you make that face, I'm gonna freak out.
No, planes hardly do fall right out of the sky. It's always on approach and takeoff. A lot of it is. The
Okay,
landing
well,
and
that's
taking off, that's the most dangerous part.
Ugh. Skeletal features with big, dark, sunken eyes.
No, thank you.
Good.
And she saw that on Shelley's face.
78.
John said the same thing happened to him at the first time he did that. Now most people know if they see him sitting or kneeling down and touching, I almost said himself, touching something with his eyes closed that he's channeling.
I feel like that's a bad idea too.
Mm-hmm.
It's happened to me. I've never done it on purpose. Oof.
I mean,
Planes can fly with one engine. It's okay.
Heisenberg is seriously.
Well, I was just commenting.
Now you got Heisenberg started. That's his expertise. Plane disasters.
It's about planes in general.
Yeah, that's true. Because he does do the flight simulator too. And he can
When it
fly
works.
those planes.
When it works.
So creepy.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I was asking Tina about that too, and I'm like, what do I do when I feel that starting? You could feel it starting to happen because you start kind of like phasing out and like getting confused and like you don't know what's happening, and you could feel like an energy shift. And she's like, "Well, next time, just let's see what happens." I'm like, "What?"
Let's fuck
just let it
around
go.
and find out.
My name is Billy. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's a little bit scary to me,
I'm like, I'll make sure you're right next to me, holding on to me and bringing me back.
right? That's where Heisenberg comes in. He's going to hit you.
Yeah. And then have Boss Lady Kate walk me out.
Yep. You were the safest with her, so.
Right? You would have just slapped me. Snap out of it, man.
What? How is that helpful? There's so many
Well, yeah, if the
different
plane went straight
conversations.
up, it'll stall and go straight down like that, do a nosedive.
But then the
Luckily,
flight
it did
attendant
start
was
spinning.
counting down to impact. Like, that was helpful. Like, okay,
How would you know?
everyone, fasten your seatbelt. We're going to die in 5, 4.
Oh, he saved us!
I would have had a heart attack and died before impact.
Right? Jeez. I don't know. I feel like I would just sit there and stare. Like, what? What do you do? I mean,
What
it's
are
not
my
like you can run
options?
around. Right.
Right.
There's no time to like call your loved ones. Well, plus it was 1978, so
Right.
there was no cell phone.
Let me unbuckle my and go use the airplane phone in first class.
Right. Wow.
Ugh.
That's so crazy. That's so scary.
Yeah, it is.
Glad we decided to drive to Florida.
I think they said 80% of airplane accidents are survivable.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's good odds.
Not from what I've seen on the news.
Right. There was that guy that landed the plane in the river, though. That was pretty cool.
Sully.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think there was a guy in Indonesia that did that with bridges in between, but one person died on their flight from like injuries, but they landed and there was only one person. That was our sabotage.
Mhm.
No. 7 out of 10 are probably people forgot to put this bolt right here where it should be.
Right. Jeez.
It's always one
Or
bolt.
apparently use parts from other airplanes.
Yeah. That crashed. Is your dog good?
Oh, mine?
No. Goose. Did we lose Goose again?
Apparently I scared him with all my airplane talk.
I don't hear his dog anymore either.
Oh my God, I've been sucked into a portal.
Damn it. And I can't even end the show either. Because I'm on the. Did you just tap on him? Did that work? No, it worked.
What?
Heisenberg tapped on you on the screen. He was like, tip, tip. And I was like, did you just tap on him? Did you think that was going to work? And then you came back. Like it worked.
We've been having internet problems for like the last week. It's really starting to drive me insane.
It's the sun, man.
Yeah.
The sun solar storms. Or was that last week?
Is that really going on?
Was that last
No, it
week?
really is going on.
Or is it this week? Yeah,
Oh,
there's some solar storms going on.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it! I'm gonna have to like watch it and replay just so I can see it happen again.
It was
Just like-
funny.
That's funny.
So, do you guys have
Just in time,
anything
I
you'd
guess.
like to plug before we?
I'm still working on the book proposal. I got the sample chapters in. Then he sent me like this book long proposal form to fill out that I was not expecting, with a lot more in-depth information that they want from me. Like, what business people do I know that own gift shops and like, I mean, it basically sounds like I'm going to be doing most of the promoting myself, which is fine.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I don't know anybody right off the top of my head. Like, I don't have their name and phone numbers and addresses and all that stuff. So,
You'd have to do cons for a while.
yeah, I just have to entered the historical society names in, and then they wanted like a table of contents, and I'm like, I have everything outlined, but I don't really have like, because I got to, make sure these people are okay with me talking about their buildings or whatever, especially if it's a private home that I'm talking about, like a historic home that somebody owns. I got to make sure that's right. So, I just did my best. I got a couple things I got to fix, but so hopefully I'm going to get that in tomorrow. And he said I should know by like next Thursday if it's a go for the book. So it's exciting.
Nice.
If not, it wasn't meant to be. That's fine. It's not like I'm like not already super busy, and I'm going to be starting back at work, so I'm not going to have all this free time starting next week.
Right. Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Nice.
I've actually only been to the cemetery like twice.
That's what I said. I've never been there. I think we talked about that last.
I've never been there either.
Yeah.
I mean, I live on the street though. Like,
Right.
what are you looking at?
Oh, I'm making sure. Was there anything else that there's nothing else going on like until MadCon, right?
No.
I don't think so.
I think that's the next thing we're going to be at.
Yep.
I know a lot of people are going to HillCon here in a couple weekends. I'm kind of jealous about that, but
We could
I
go
have
to
so
it.
much crap going on.
You could
What's
go
that?
to it. Visit it.
Well, I mean, no, I can't actually because I got too much crap going on that weekend.
We'll be in Michigan. We're going to another
really?
lake house because apparently we're lake house people now.
No.
Lake houses are awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice,
Cool,
Angela.
Angela. No, my husband's cousin owns a lake house, and we had a family reunion at our house, and they were all reminiscing about the lake house. So we just impromptu planned a trip for that weekend.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yes, I do it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
That sounds amazing, actually, right now.
yeah, and it's fun because it's like all the cousins that used to go, and now all their kids are going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. A lot of kids.
One more thing I do want to plug real quick. So a couple of weeks, about a month ago, we had James Anito and Carl Johnson on. And James has restarted this like group of people in the field that are interested in helping with residential cases. Now, I know as a group, Dark Alley has not been. We're not interested in doing that kind of thing as a group. But if it's something that I can help, like guide somebody through, or be a reference for, I was invited by James and Anita to do that, so I jumped at the chance to be part of that group. Most of the cases they're coming up are like out in his area, like Massachusetts, like New England area, which is fine. But it's a pretty cool thing. Was pretty honored to be asked to be part of it. So it's the dominionministry.org. And I know it says ministry, but it's really, there's all religions are represented, all beliefs are represented. There's somebody that can help anyone. So it's a pretty cool group. Like I said, I felt pretty cool being asked to be a part of that. So yeah, if you guys are, there's actually a group you can join if you want to follow the goings on of that. And I think he's planning a big conference for next year out in Massachusetts. So that'd be cool. Hopefully we can go to that. But that's it. It's about that time.
Yep.
I gotta sign off here. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. That was fun tonight.
It was
always
fun.
cool to just sit back and have some porch talk and talk about plane disasters and haunted dolls and cold cuts and everything. But we will see you back here next week. We have special guest Mike Rickseeker. So I'm gonna be doing some research on. He's like the X-Files guy. He's got a lot of like Egyptian studies he's done and things. He's got his own live stream that he has when he can do it, and a YouTube channel, and he's just involved with a lot. So a lot of people have heard his name, and it'll be an interesting conversation. And I think he's actually only going to be on from 8 to 9. So it'll be 8 to 9 with Mike Rickseeker, and then we'll have some fun afterwards.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. But we love you guys. Thanks for joining in, and we will spook you later. Love you guys. Have a good weekend.
Oh, don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Next Thursday night. Bye.
Bye.
Boy.